Hey everyone, today we're going to be taking a look at how attractive I am according to Face IQ Labs. Yeah, so we can see overall I got a 7.5 out of 10 for harmony, which is quite high. It says it's a top 0.6%. So my harmony is the best out of 175 people. We can see the points, how I've plotted the points. Um, Yeah, so this does it pretty well automatically. You just have to make some slight changes to it usually, but it does it quite well automatically for the front. Yeah, you can see how I've plotted all those points, and now we're going to take a look at the ratios. So my frontal got a 6.67 out of 10. And the main flaw was actually my ears are too protruding, right? So my ear protrusion angle is double the ideal, almost double the ideal, right? So this is quite a deduction. The next thing is my cheekbone height. So my cheekbones are quite low set at around 68%, 68.7%. And we want this at around 81 to 100 in the ideal. So yeah, I have low set cheekbones. I did think that I had low set cheekbones, but I never really knew for sure. Now I know that they're actually quite low. Right, so this is a 3.7 out of 10, which is quite bad. That's quite a big deduction in there. And my eye separation ratio is quite bad. I also knew this, which means I have close set eyes. So this is comparing the distance between the pupils to the distance of the zygos, the bizygomatic width. And this is quite bad. So the idea was 45 to 47.5, and mine is a 42.75. So this is quite bad. This is 4.83, right, out of 10. It's quite bad as well. My lower lip to upper lip ratio. So my lower lip's actually thin. It's actually too thin. Um, so they're actually the same height, which is crazy. It should be like 1.5 ideally. Um, So yeah, so maybe I'll get some filler. I never knew this. I never knew my lower lip was too thin. So, you know, now that I know this, maybe I can get some filler and ascend. My lower third is too long. My lower third is actually almost 40% of my total facial height. It's 39%. It's better to have this on the high end. Bro, what the fuck? Why are they just these mental ill people just blowing leaves for no reason? Holy fuck, bro. I have to shut my window. Why do people do that? Alright, it's better to have this on the high end because it's a dimorphic feature to have the lower third a bit long, but this is just too long, right? It would be better to have this around between 33 and around 36. We can see here, yeah, 33 to 37.5 is ideal, and mine is actually 39. Yeah, so this is very, very long, and I think the reason it's so long is one, because of my low set maxilla. You can see kind of the infraorbital region is kind of low and recessed a little bit, but also my low set hairline. My hairline is quite low. Yeah, I think that's two reasons why. So my ears again are protruding too much. Ear protrusion ratio. We had the ear protrusion angle, now we got the ear protrusion ratio. This app is just flaming my ears. Yeah, protruded ears is the main flaw. And we could take this out because my hair covers my ears, so it doesn't really matter. My neck width is a little bit low, which is why I'm training my neck right now. This could actually add quite a bit of harmony, just getting this up 5%. My lower third proportion is a little bit high, so my mouth is a little bit low set on my lower third, but it's not a huge deduction. These are like small flaws. You can see these are 88 out of 10s. So my mouth corners are downturned. At least this one, it's a little bit asymmetrical. Yeah, my mouth's downturned, which gives me like a frowning look. So I might have a resting bitch face. My middle third is too short, which is better than having it too long. But yeah, it's a little bit unideal. Should be 31. It's around 30%, and it's really handy how you can see this bell curve. So on my total facial width to height, it's a little bit off, a little bit low, which means I have a little bit of a short face overall. Again, I think it's because of my short hairline, right? My low hairline, sorry. But it's good how you can see this bell curve because you can see this deviation doesn't um take off too much compared to like a deviation down here. Like it gets a little steeper here. My eye aspect ratio is slightly outside of ideal, but it's still pretty good, around a 9 out of 10. This means my eyes are like almost ideally compact, narrow, right? So it just means it's a little bit feminine because they're a little bit out of the ideal, but you can see it's not a big deduction. My nose tip position is a little bit high. My nose tip is too high compared to the my ala base, the base of my nose. So, but it's very close to ideal, so it's a very small deduction. My eyebrows are low set, which is good. They're right on the high end of low set, so they're a smidge too high set. When I've measured it before compared to the lip line, it's been not bad, but yeah, this is a different way of measuring it. It might be a little bit more accurate. My eyebrows are positively tilted, which is good. A little bit outside ideal, just because of the asymmetry. Yeah, but 99.9 out of 10, so it's quite ideal. My top third is within ideal. It's quite short, which is ideal. Of course, having 33% is ideal for every facial third, but with the upper third, with the forehead, we want this lower rather than higher. And with the lower third on men, we want this higher rather than lower. So even though my facial thirds are quite unbalanced, it's unbalanced in a good way. Like it's deviating towards the better side. My jaw width is good. It's ideal to my bizygomatic width. It's comfortably in the middle, which is good. My eyes are ideally one eye apart, which is good. Mouth to nose width ratio is good. It's a little bit on the low end, which means my face is a little bit narrow compared to the distance between the glabella and the lip line. My chin to philtrum is good. Contrary to what a lot of people say, people think my philtrum is too long. It is long, but compared to my chin, it's ideal, comfortably. But it's just that my whole lower third is long, so the long philtrum is harmonious with the rest of my lower third, but it's just that my whole lower third is too long. Mid-face ratio is good, about a 1. Canthal tilt is good, although you can see the asymmetry. Jaw frontal angle is good. IIA angle is good, and you can see it doesn't deviate far from the jaw frontal angle, which we can see here. We don't want this to deviate more than 2.5 degrees, so that's good. Bitemporal width is good. I think this could actually be a little bit smaller, but it's just hard to tell because my hairline kind of caves in a little bit. It's kind of crawling into my forehead, but in this measurement, it's good. Now let's go over my side. So my side got almost a 9 out of 10. So this is a top 0.000872% side harmony. And when we take a look at the ratios, my biggest deduction was the lip assessment, where it's the lower S line is too far, so my lower lip is too far behind the S line. My nasal tip angle is too acute, which means my nasal tip is too sharp. Again, another deduction for my S line for the upper lip. My lips are just too small, right? This is what this is saying. Ventolabial angle is a little bit unideal. It's a little bit obtuse. Actually telling me what it indicates, which is good. It indicates a thin lower lip. That's actually impressive how that picks that up. Again, another small, very small deduction for this lip assessment. It's slightly unideal. It's actually saying I have recession relative to the Frankfurt plane, which could indicate mandibular recession. But I think what the problem here is just my ears are turned down, which alters how the Frankfurt plane is placed. So I think it's just the ear rotation from the side that alters this, because I don't think that I have any mandibular recession or chin recession compared to the rest of my face. Obviously, my mandible is quite short. I don't have a lot of forward growth, but compared to my upper jaw and the rest of my face, it's harmonious. My nose is good. well projected, balanced nasal profile, balanced nose length. Brow ridge inclination is good, so I have a good forehead slope. So this is important for dimorphism. It's a little bit low, which kind of affects my dimorphism a little bit. But this will get higher as my brow ridge grows forward, because I still have like 6 years for my brow ridge to grow. So all the way H line, this is slightly unideal. Again, my lower lip is too small. It's still a strength. So I have a well-positioned upper lip, balanced upper lip fullness. So my upper lip is neither too full nor too thin. There's a frontal angle is slightly out of ideal, but it's still good. 9.7 out of 10. Segmental cervical angle. So I have a tight segmental area. There's a labial angle is good, 10 out of 10. So this is showing I have a balanced nasal profile, refined nasal tip, well-positioned upper lip, and balanced upper lip fullness. Facial convexity perfect. Facial convexity from the nasion is perfect. Total facial convexity is perfect. All of these are 10 out of 10. Nasal projection is a 10 out of 10. Well-projected nose. Ricketts E-line is perfect, 10 out of 10. For both lips, the Ricketts E-line is 10 out of 10. Upper Burston line is 10 out of 10. Nasommental angle is a 10 out of 10. So this is showing that I have ideal maxillary projection. Nasophacial angle, again, showing that I have ideal maxillary projection and a good nose too. Gonad angle is ideal. A little bit on the high end, but it's still ideal. Mandibular plane angle is good. I do actually think this is a little bit high, my mandibular plane angle. I think because this is measuring relative to the Frankfurt plane, that it's a little bit inaccurate. My ramus length compared to my mandibular length is ideal. So I do have a short ramus, but it's harmonious with my mandibular length. So my mandible is short too, so it balances it. Going into mouth line is good. So I have positive orbital vector. Even though I have a positive vector, I still have these dark circles and hollowing. Slightly. I don't know. I think they're a little bit low set. I think my infraorbitals, that's why, I think. Good nasal tip, refined. Frankfurt tip angle is good. Facial depth to height ratio is good, so this is again signaling my ideal maxillary projection. So I got a lot of these ratios above a 9 out of 10, and a lot of them actually 10 out of 10. So my side profile is actually extremely harmonious. My side completely mogs my front. My front deducts me heaps. But yeah, my face is quite harmonious overall, 75% harmony. So if you want to find out how good your own facial harmony is, you can go down the link in my bio and check out Face IQ Labs. You can get early access for this from the link in my bio. So go check that out if you like. Thanks for watching, guys.